Episode 20 of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 begins with Yuji attempting to grieve over Nobara's demise. Mahito attacks and mocks Yuji. Before Mahito can kill him, Tadou arrives and saves him with his cursed technique. In a flashback, Tadou and Nida examine the area where Satoru got imprisoned in the prison realm. Tadou suggests they change plans and focus on saving their allies from the enemy. Tadou tells Yuji to pick himself up from all the chaos he couldn't prevent. Seeing Yuji in this state, Tadou reminds Yuji they're Jujutsu sorcerers and that they should fight on because their fallen comrades' spirits live within them. He reminds Yuji to contemplate what his fallen allies entrusted him with and encourages him to find the answer at his own pace. Tadou confronts Mahito while Nida uses his technique to stop Yuji's bleeding and lessen his pain. Nida tells Yuji he worked on Nobara's injuries and says she has a chance to be saved. Mahito and Tadou fight for a bit and eventually Yuji jumps in too. Meanwhile, Mekamaru and Miwa chat about Tadou and Nida. Mekamaru reveals his goal of wanting to protect someone important to him, alluding to Miwa. Mekamaru says goodbye to Miwa as her allies listen to her grieve over his loss. We return to the fight between Tadou, Yuji, and Mahito. Both sides aren't backing down, so Mahito turns up the heat. Mahito leads Yuji and Tadou out of the subway and back to the surface. The episode closes with Mahito mocking Yuji more, insisting that he tries harder if he hopes to stop him. The episode review. Although all hope seemed lost for Yuji, Tadou and Nida arrived to give him the push he needed to continue his bout with Mahito. While some fans may have issues with Yuji slightly getting over his guilt and grief swiftly, it's compelling seeing him fight alongside Tadou again. The two make an incredible duo, and this episode goes on to prove that point with their excellent teamwork. Meanwhile, the animation was spot on this week. While there have been some issues surrounding MAPPA Studios, as of late, they're managing to pull off incredible artistry with the show's fights and emotional sequences. Whether it be Tadou kicking the daylights out of Mahito or Miwa grieving Mekamaru's loss, you can feel the impact each scene delivers on an emotional scale. The animators deserve a lot of praise for their efforts and hopefully, matters get resolved for them. At the same time, it looks like Tadou and Yuji may need to go all out if they hope to stop Mahito, who seemingly has more tricks up his sleeve. Overall, this was a fun chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. It contained a nice mix of drama, action, and suspense to keep viewers hooked. I'm interested to see where things will go from here.